Did I see the rocket crashing through the firmament? Oh yeah, I saw it. Only it didn't actually reach the firmament. It crashed into the ether. And I'm actually glad you brought this up because Elon's rockets crashing into the ether are actually even more evidence on my theory of nebulae not being in outer space but actually trapped within the ether. What many scientists might call the ionosphere or the Van Allen radiation belts. It's actually just the ether. The ether is a very powerful electromagnetic field, and it's actually what powers our sun and moon and stars. And Tesla knew this, and that's how Tesla was able to harness energy from the atmosphere. He was actually harnessing energy from the ether, completely wirelessly. In fact, Tesla figured out a way to give the entire earth, everyone living on this realm, free energy by harnessing it from the ether. Which is another reason why they demonized Tesla and basically labeled him as a mad scientist. You see, they were in it for profit, but Tesla was just trying to better mankind. At one point, they even burned down Tesla's lab. You see, Tesla wanted to help people. He didn't want to profit off of his inventions like the government wanted him to. But anyways, back to this rocket. If you guys will, just go and research it. They actually admit that Elon's rockets are piercing holes in the ionosphere. And the ionosphere, being where the air becomes electric, charges the gases that come from his rockets when they crash into the ether and explode. So that's all nebulae are, guys. They're just gases that are ionized, that are electrically charged by the ether, by the electromagnetic field within the ether. And since Elon's rocket didn't actually penetrate all the way into the ether, these gases were basically just hitting the bottom of the ether, just enough to emit this beautiful red glow here. But had he been able to penetrate all the way into the ether before these gases were expelled, then they would have been trapped in the ether and he would have created a permanent new cloud of nebula. Now this red cloud here may look like it's in space, but it's not. It's actually just electrically charged gases that were charged by the ether or the ionosphere, whatever you want to call it. But just look at this comparison. Hold on just a minute. Let me show you a few other pictures that I've captured recently of these nebulae. So check this one out. This is actually called the Heart and Soul Nebula. Down here is the heart, up here is the soul. Now I don't really see that this looks like a soul, but this one certainly looks like a heart. Now this one is called the Flaming Star Nebula. See the resemblance? The same exact red glow that Elon's rocket caused whenever it crashed into the ether is the same red glow we're seeing here. So you see these red clouds of ionized gas, they're not trillions of miles away. They're not millions of light years away. They're actually only, in my estimate, between 200 and 600 miles away.